When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida's offense will have the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Roach. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Otis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback...
There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. So the Auburn Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The toss to the outside. Nice move there. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll step into the end zone. Hold and fire complete.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Otis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Roach. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that.
Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The spin, still on his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Auburn lines up quickly.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Baldridge. Caught near the sticks, it's Lindsey. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whenever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. The give on the inside. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Scanning the field, it's Roach. The throw. Right on the money. Breaks away on the left. Bulldozes his way through. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so...
Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Stevens. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's not afraid to go deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Baldridge. Beck's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
To the air, it's Baldridge. Might be looking to run. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half.
And the Gators will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. they're sending the offense back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Roach. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Absolutely center cut. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum.
Breaks into the open. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses to 40. He's into the open down the middle. At the 20. Smashes ahead. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Snagged in the middle. It's Otis. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Trying play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, the ground game. Past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Baldridge. Under fire. Nowhere close up. As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Working that left side now. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Auburn! Going right to work up top. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football in.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Gators have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's Roach. Back open in the middle.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Gators headed quickly to the line. They just keep firing. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen to try.
Turning it on. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much...